What is up, everybody? It's your boy Doody, and back again with another video, and this time we're taking a look at our boy DSP's daily rap video after a day of normalcy. That's right, our boy Phil had a good day 2 days ago with Baldings Gate, and of course, as soon as that happened, support creators, just like it always does with every single new game Phil plays. And today was no different. The support was just abysmal, as Phil likes to say. So much so that our boy Phil had to bring out all of the gin, tequila, and all of the liquid courage Phil loves whenever support is slow. So let's see what Phil had to say on the Daily Wrap.
Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Tuesday, the 12th of December, 2023. A day that apparently shocked a lot of people because I stuck to my schedule for what was going to be today, meaning the Level 1 podcast, RoboCop Rogue City continuing on the first stream, and a late night chill stream of Like a Dragon Gaiden on the late stream. I guess a lot of people were under the impression that because the premiere of Baldur's Gate 3 yesterday did well, that I was just going to drop everything and continuously play this game nonstop. No. Baldur's Gate 3 is an incredibly lengthy RPG, which I know I have absolutely no chance of beating before major releases start coming out in about a month's time. I've already explained that to everyone, and I've also said that this is going to be a game that I'm going to balance in my major schedule along with all the other games I'm playing. Now, I know that people are clamoring right away for more. I'm playing it more tomorrow, I'm playing it more Friday, I'm playing it probably Monday. You know, I'm alternating it 3-4 times during the week. There's going to be tons of Baldur's Gate 3 gameplay coming up in the next month. But what it is that people see that first stream and think, oh my god, so many people showed up. You made so much money, Phil. You absolutely are going to keep playing it, right? Yeah, just not nonstop. You know, I adhere to a schedule. And we had a discussion about this morning on the podcast. First of all, I gave my initial impressions on the game. Being honest, it's not 100% positive, but it's a lot of positivity. And then I kind of explained why I'm different from everyone else out there that's a content creator. And a lot of people have issue with that. They think that I should just be like everyone else, and I should not have morals or values or ways that I make content different from everybody else. And, well, yeah, if it's so popular, you should have just kept playing it nonstop, and they're upset with me. Well, you came to the wrong place. DSP Gaming is not every other YouTube channel. It never has been. For 15 years, this has been a different kind of content and always will be. I don't want to be like every popular viral YouTuber, and I don't want to jump on a game and play it nonstop. I'm a variety streamer. That's the point. Today, did people come by in droves like they did yesterday? No. Today, did people completely swarm me with support? No. But today was still a great day. It was a solid streaming day that I really enjoyed. I liked breaking up the content. I'm excited for tomorrow, which will be another exciting day with probably way more people and all that positivity. But I'm not going to change my entire business because one game decided to do well on premiere day. You know, we'll see what happens moving forward. So anyway, if you want...
Alrighty, so this is a prime example of Phil just being an idiot, a pighead, and being a terrible business owner. Yes, Phil, that's what you do. When a game catches on and is fire, you stick with that game until it no longer has support or no one cares about it. You ever hear of the term strike while the iron's hot, Phil? Well, there you go. And I don't know what the hell the fuck you talking about that you're not like any other content creator. That's probably the problem, Phil, is you're not like every other content creator, and that's why you're a fucking failure. That's probably why, Phil. Have you ever thought about that? That maybe you struggle and you have to beg and you can't pay your bills is because you don't follow the formula that thousands of other content creators follow, and that's why you're in the shithole that you are in. That and your addictions, of course. But it would probably help if you followed the kind of path that most good content creators follow. But no, you want to be pig-headed because you want to do things your way. You don't want people telling you what to do. If someone tells you, hey, don't go straight because you're going to fall off a cliff, you're going to sit there and bitch and complain and tell the person, fuck you, I'm going to go and fall off the cliff because that's what I want to do. You're such a pig-headed idiot. You are. You should have changed your fucking schedule. I'm not sure if it's the autism. I'm not sure if it's just the gin brain or the slow brain, the smooth brain. I'm not sure what the fuck it is, Phil. But you should have altered your schedule. You should have played it again today. You didn't have to play both streams. You could have played it on the morning stream. Play it for a couple days and see if the support is genuine. Now what's going to happen is, yeah, you're not going to get the hype and the support you got for the first day. And then you're going to sit there and bitch and complain about it. You are. You're gonna say, "Oh, see, I told you nobody cares about this game. Oh, you guys were wrong, or you guys lied, or whatever the case is." You should listen to those moronic dents that you call friends and supporters. They're not the brightest of people, but sometimes, a blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while. And they are correct when it comes to the Baldings Gate 3 game. What you did was you decided to play RoboCop, which no one fucking cares about, and made $60. And then you played Like a Dragon at night, and no one gives a shit about that because you made a whopping $10. And that's why Phil, Turkey Tom was right when he said a decade of failure. Well, he's partially right. I think it's 41 years of a failure.
A full discussion of this, check out the podcast from this morning. I certainly hope that you will. And then we jumped into Rogue City. And today, RoboCop Rogue City went to 2 new areas. First, there was a big bank heist event that happened in the game that we had to stop. And then after that, it opened back up to the open world again, where we had actually started in like Chapter 2. Only there was all new side content to do in the area, which was fun to do, wander around and do the random side missions. And then we got into the major story, and then we kind of ran out of time. But it went really well. Like, great story advancement. People that were there on the stream enjoyed. Decent amount of support. Everything went well. Really enjoyed the stream. Late night stream tonight was Like a Dragon Gaiden. Mostly side content, because the game had opened up all this new side content. So we did all the side content that was available to us in the city, and then we advanced the story, which brought us back to the castle. And then I realized one of the major things we need to do in the game is advance to the point where we can be platinum ranked, because platinum rank is, I guess, needed to unlock even more content. So I said, why don't we just try to go into the arena, the Coliseum, and do as much as we can. And I turboed through a ridiculous amount of fights. I ended up doing all the bronze, all the silver, and I was actually getting to the final gold group fights. What are they called? Like the Hell Battles or something like that, where you have to team up with all your guys together. And we were doing well, and then I kind of ran out of time, and I realized people were like, hey, you can actually level up your characters by buying leveling items, and you probably want to do that before you continue on, because the last few fights are tough and stuff like that. So it was good. It was a good chill stream. I needed it. After last night's very frustrating Street Fighter 6 stream, I needed to have a relaxing stream. Now, admittedly, support was not great. We had, a few gifted memberships, very few tips. It's okay. Not every stream has to be overwhelmingly greatly supported. That's the whole idea. If we get streams that get tons of support, then we can have other streams that don't, and I can balance my content. That's the whole idea behind DSP Gaming, is a balance of variety, and I like that. Now, for those who are fiending for more, you're going to have good news, because tomorrow...
Okay, Phil. So, successful YouTuber here, Phil. That's right. He's successful. So much so that he decided to not play Baldur's Gate for a $10 Like a Dragon stream. Now that, sir, ma'am, folks, that is what you call a successful human right there. That's right. And you see his eyes right here on the screen right now. You see them bug eyes right there. That's right. Phil, you need to stop drinking the gin. You need to stop playing WWE Champions. You need to stop with all these addictions, because they're frying your fucking brain. You made $10, right? And the funny thing is that today, when you play Baldur's Gate, you may not get as much support as you think you're gonna get, right? And then you're gonna sit there and bitch and complain if the next couple of streams are gonna be slow, because you're gonna be like, oh, I've had a couple slow days. Maybe, just fucking maybe, if you listen to the people that know what they're doing and played Baldur's Gate a couple days in a row, you wouldn't have to worry about a $10 stream, Phil. You wouldn't worry about consecutive slow streams, because no one cares about Like a Dragon. No one cares. RoboCop the hype, you got good support the first day, second playthrough of it, third playthrough is dead. It's boring. No one gives a shit. No one cares. I don't know what, you know what, with Phil, you need reverse psychology. So Dents, if you're watching this, here's a little advice for the Dents. If you want Phil to do something, tell him to do the opposite. So if you want him to play Baldur's Gate, say, Phil, don't play Baldur's Gate. It's terrible. Don't play it. If you play it, I will never watch you stream ever again. And of course, Phil, like the fucking moron he is, will say, well, I'm going to play Baldur's Gate then. I think that's what you guys need to do, because Phil is just the ultimate fucking contrarian and wants to just do the opposite of whatever people want him to do. That's just Phil, because Phil thinks he knows fucking best when he doesn't. It's so funny. The people that think they know the most typically know the least. And Phil You know the fucking lease here. But again, you continue to do stupid shit, and then you sit there and you complain and wonder why bad things happen to you. Bad things happen to you because you fail to look at the past, you fail to learn from your mistakes, and you continue doing the same thing over and over and over. It's why you're still doing gameplay. It's still why you stick to a schedule. And that's why, Phil, you are a failure.
Tomorrow, my final consecutive streaming day of the week, so Wednesday, December 13th, it's going to be more Baldur's Gate 3. But first, on the Level 1 podcast, actually a lot of stuff happened today game news-wise that I'd like to talk about, and I actually got a bunch of stories lined up for tomorrow. So there should be a big, lengthy news segment, which should be fun to do, and then we'll jump back into Baldur's Gate 3. Certainly, I hope if you're someone who enjoyed that playthrough, either if you were here on Monday, or maybe you weren't here on Monday, but you watched on demand, because a good amount of people did. Swing on by on Wednesday's daytime stream. The gameplay should start around 12:45 p.m. Pacific time, and it'll be 3+ hours of Baldur's Gate 3. I'm going to pick up right where I left off, redoing a fight that I had won and then had to redo because the game screwed up. Yeah, we have to do it over. So we'll do that, and we'll just go from there, and I hope that you guys will engage and explain elements of the game to me that I don't understand and support. You know, like I've said to you guys, this is a game that absolutely I will continue to play as a major playthrough in the rotation as long as I continue to enjoy it, you continue to enjoy it, there's engagement on both ends, and the support continues. If this dries up within a few streams because people always seem to get bored of RPGs, then no, I'm not going to be going crazy playing this all the time. But I was blown away by that reception when I played it on Monday. But as I said on today's podcast, I actually feel like the reason that happened is because I didn't play it in August and because it just won Game of the Year. So now people are curious to see me get into the meat of the game and see how I'll like it and what I'll do, as opposed to everyone else who already played it back in August. Now it's like, wow, someone hasn't played it yet. Yeah, and I have no exposure to D&D. I have no exposure to Baldur's Gate. I've never played any of these games before. So this is a first-time experience for me, which is probably neat for those of you who have already been into this game, right? So I hope you'll come and join me for that tomorrow, and hopefully the stream does well. Tomorrow night, we're going to do Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer, but the question is, what? Am I going to be doing Battle Royale?
That's right, folks. Expect this to happen for every Baldur's Gate game, playthrough. He's going to give it the Wulong treatment. And what do I mean by the Wulong treatment? Well, let me explain. The Wulong treatment was Phil apparently didn't like a game, but his Dents wanted him to play it. So initially it was getting low support. So Phil would threaten to rage quit it every single stream if support wasn't there. And he'd muddle through it, and he would occasionally get some good support, enough to kind of keep it in the rotation. The funny thing was that Phil had no other games to play, so he was forced to play Wulong. But, of course, he tried to use the Jedi mind trick on the Dents, which are idiots, because, of course, the Jedi mind trick works on stupid people. And he kept threatening to rage quit Wulong, which, if they know any better, they would know that he wouldn't rage quit it. He had no other games to play. But he was successful in making the Dents cough up some cash for him to continue playing Wulong, and he ended up completing it. He's doing the same exact thing with Baldur's Gate here. He's just going to keep saying, I'm going to rage quit it if you guys don't support it. And if he does, what's going to happen is people are going to call him a fucking rage quitter. People are going to hate him. His Dents are going to despise him because they want him to play Baldur's Gate. And he's going to spend weeks upon weeks complaining that people are talking shit about him, that he's a wage quitter, that all he does is care about money, and all of those things are fucking true. They are. So don't fucking fall for it. He's not going to wage quit. He may wage quit it, but it's going to take a while for him to actually do it. He may quit the game because when it gets very difficult. The game is a very difficult game. And if you don't have a semi brain or willing to research or look up things, then you're just going to fail miserably. So it may get to a point where instead of wage quitting it, he may rage quit it because he'll get stuck on something and just can't beat it. That might happen. But don't let him use the Jedi mind trick on you guys. The Jedi beg trick, folks. Don't, Dents. If you're watching Dents, OIC, Lives of Soul, Jack Rackster, all the Dents out there, Canadian Cuck, all you morons, don't let him fucking convince you that he's gonna wage quit this if support isn't there. And today should be very fucking interesting. I really hope he makes $20 on this stream. because the man will have a fucking meltdown. And let's not forget, tomorrow's the day off, so of course Phil needs that money for groceries, for pet supplies, for a meal out with his horse. Phil needs that money, he really, really does. So today should be interesting as all hell. Anyway, that's all I got. And by the way, Phil, you're a fucking asshole. That's what you are. Peace out.